Hello guys, welcome back once again in the new video of React Native, and in this video we will use the image props. So in the previous video we have displayed the image, that how we can display the image in different types using URL, using the URI and using the base64. Comment this code, and this is the URI, and I will just copy it and I am using here. I am just commenting here, and if you want to watch this video how we display the image with URI and the base64, so I have given the link in the description box, so you can also watch my previous video. But in this video we will use a very important props of the image is resize mode, and in the every project where we use the image we use the resize mode props. So resize mode property we can use in different types like cover, contain, stretch, repeat and center. So all these property we will implement in this lecture. So first of all we use the cover. Suppose I am using here style, and suppose I am removing this style from here and just I am using here view, and inside the view I am using a and here in the style we are using here a center. So suppose I am replacing it with a resize mode property. So all the resize mode props is showing here. First I am selecting here cover and now save it. So here I am using cover as a props, but I am not giving any size here. So I am giving here height and width of the image. So first of all we are using here logo as an image, and we just check the height and the width of the image. So go inside the assets folder, and here we just check the size of the logo. So here logo size is 176 and 176. So here height is 176 and width is 176. So here I am just, for the remember I am just adding here, but I'm using here a size is bigger than the image actual size. So if I'm using here height is 100 and the width is 200, so what is the effect on the image? So now I save it and just check in the image. So you can check that in the resize mode cover. So here now the image actual size is 176, the height of the image, but I am taking here the height is equal to 100. So the image is cutting from the top and the bottom side. So now go inside the theoretical part of the cover. So cover actually scale the image uniformly and maintain the image aspect ratio so that both dimension, height and width of the image will be equal to or larger than the corresponding dimensions of the view. So here image size can be larger than the view size, because here image maintain the aspect ratio, so it cannot be less than the actual size of the image. So suppose I am commenting this and I am just uncommenting this. So the resize property will be implement same for the source URI and for the local resources. So if I am use this, so this part will also be cut from the bottom and the top side, because it's not adjusting the actual size of the image. I am copying the same from here. So here suppose I am using justify content center, but now we use the multiple views. So first of all I will change here space around, and here I am using flex 1, so I can use here flex display. Actually I can use here a flex, and here we'll use flex direction is column. And now I copy the inner side view from here and just paste here. So the next props is the contain. So contain actually scale the image uniformly, maintain the image aspect ratio so that the both dimensions of the height and width of the image will be equal or to the less than the corresponding dimensions of the view. So it cannot be the greater than the corresponding dimensions of the view. Suppose I am using here contain and now save it. So we'll check what is the difference between the both. So you can check the clear difference between the both images. We are using here also a cover, but now this is the image contain. In the text we will use here contain. So in the contain case you can check that image actually is show in the aspect ratio, so it cannot be greater than the corresponding view of the image, so it maintain the image aspect ratio. So in the same way we can apply it on the local resources also. So suppose I comment this here and I am commenting this here and comment the source part, and again I save it. So you can check the difference between in the both images, and we are using the same style for the both images. So in the third image we are using here, so the third image is the stretch. So go inside the code and here we'll replace the third view. So replace here the mode of the image is now stretch, and here in the resize mode we will replace the contain with stretch and just save it. So in the stretch mode you can check that the image is showing like this. By definition stretch, you can see here scale the image and the height independently, so this may change the aspect ratio of the src. So here actually the image is not in the showing in the actual size, so here image is showing as a stretch image because here width of the image actually expanding, so it's a stretch case. So another view of the image is now repeat, and here also we just replace it repeat and now save it. Yeah, so now you can see here in the repeat case image will be show like this. So in the definition of the repeat, so repeat the image to cover the frame of the view. So actually the blank portion of the view will be covered by repetition of the image. So image will keep its size and aspect ratio unless it is larger than the view, so in which case it will scale down uniformly so that it is contained in the view. So in the repeat case image will be cover the whole area of the corresponding view until the whole portion of the corresponding view is not covered. So the last portion of the image is the resize mode. We use here is the center, and now save it. Yeah, so in the center case, so image is showing like this. So by definition of the center, center the image in the view along both dimensions. If the image is larger than the view, so it scale it down uniformly so that it is contained in the view. So actually in the center case, so image will be show in the center of the corresponding view. So for the more clarity, we will just add here a background color. Yeah, so now save it. So the differences of the images you can see in the picture. So in the center image is showing in the center of the view, and the blank portion is covered by a red color. So in the repetition, so a blank portion is covered by repetition of the image, and in the stretch case, so image is covering the whole area by stretching the image, and in the contain, so image actually maintain the aspect ratio according to height and width of the image, and the blank portion is showing as a blank, and in the cover image actually covering the whole area. So the same we can display for the URIs. So I am just yeah, so if I display the URI image from the URLs, so the images will be show like this. So I hope this video is very helpful for understanding the resize mode props of the image. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.